Think of those guaranteed freedoms with Sharia law. As our daily headlines prove, these rights simply do not exist that reflect or embrace Sharia law. Concerning the right of expression, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights echoes the Universal Declaration, but unfortunately, it inserts qualifiers. Now, before addressing the violations of these basic fundamental human rights in nations that live and groan under Sharia law, I've got to define a couple of elements of the debate and a couple of problems. And please bear with me on this, because some of this is a little bit technical in the field of international relations, but it's really critical because at the end of the matter, it'll define policy, both for our government and for other governments. All right, so the core of the debate is twofold. First, which human rights that we've discussed are paramount, or to use international law language, non-consensual, permitting no derogation. What those phrases mean is that you don't have to consent to these rules. They're on you, whether you like it or not. Look, Nazis, you can't kill Jews. It's non-consensual. You don't have to say, I agree to not kill Jews. Doesn't matter if you agree or not. You can't do it. All right? That's what non-consensual means in international law and in treaties. And second, what are the responsibilities of the nations or the international community? What responsibilities do nations bear to individuals or minorities in nations that are suffering horrible human rights violations? All right? Human rights violations inside sovereign nations. Remember the Westphalian system? And some of these people are suffering at the hands of their own government or with the complicity of their own government while their government looks the other way. So, the first question has a great deal of unanimity on what these basic human rights are. All right? The prohibition against genocide, crimes against humanity, slavery and torture. These are crimes against human rights that have resulted in barbarous acts which have outraged the conscience of mankind. Thus says the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in its preamble. Now, it is critical for this section on Sharia law to emphasize that the Universal Declaration of Human Rights includes the rights of thought, conscience, religion, and expression. The UN Human Rights Committee that insists that the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights include freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, and the right of people to profess their own religion. Now, I know some of you are agitated by the discussion even of international law, but you've got to stay with me on this, okay? What I'm going to tell you is critical in dealing with Sharia law. And remember what happened at Nuremberg. Men were tried for doing what was legal in their own country.
Friend, just like the pagan religions of Rome collapsed without the sword of the Roman Caesar to make it survive, if the sword of Islam is finally broken, Islam will die of its own weight because of its cruelty, because of its misery, because of its slavery. Go to our website, learn more, and invite your friends to watch this series. God bless you.